It seems like in modern gaming, survival horror as a genre has mostly gone the way of the dinosaur. Back in 2014, it seemed like the only horror games being released were from indie developers. That was until Tango Gameworks released The Evil Within. It plays like a true sequel to Resident Evil 4 with its over-the-shoulder camera, terrifying creature design, and severe scarcity of ammo. The game does not pull any punches either, with gallons of blood everywhere you look, disturbing enemies, creepy environments, and a story that slowly drowns you in a sea of madness. The Evil Within is a third-person action survival horror game with some stealth elements mixed in. This is not a game where you can go into every encounter with guns blazing and expect to survive. Ammunition is very limited, enemies are difficult to kill, and even the most basic encounter can leave you out of bullets and scavenging for supplies. I can't express enough how hard this game is, even on lower difficulty settings. So be aware of that before going in, because even as an experienced gamer and survival horror fan, I still find The Evil Within to be a pain in the ass on normal mode. With that being said, a lot of the tension comes from how damn hard the game is to begin with. There are several times when you'll have to avoid combat altogether because you are either completely out of ammunition or so low on health that it's not even worth risking getting hit. Bosses also tend to be very powerful, with most of them being able to kill you in a single attack, which means that even the smallest mistake could lead to you having to restart an entire battle. This can cause some seriously rage-inducing moments. It also makes it that much more satisfying when you put an end to an enemy that's been trying to decapitate you across multiple chapters. Personally, I think The Evil Within is a fantastic evolution of the third-person survival horror genre, but it does have its fair share of problems. I love the art style, weapons, characters, and where the plot is going, but I hate the unforgiving nature of the game. Mark my words, there will be a time where you hit a checkpoint or save your game and then proceed to a battle where you are so ill prepared that you debate restarting the game entirely. And that should never happen. The game's carrot that it dangles in front of your face to get you to move forward is the plot, and while at the start it is so confusing that it may actually hurt your head, at the end the payoff is actually worth the time and frustration. So no matter how discouraged you get, just hang in there and power through it. It's worth it. In The Evil Within, you play as Sebastian Castellanos, a detective in Crimson City sent to investigate Beacon Mental Hospital with his partner Joseph Oda and junior detective Julie Kidman. From the moment they arrive, something doesn't seem right. Police cruisers of the officers that already responded are empty and scattered throughout the entire parking lot with no signs of what happened to the police officers. Once they enter the hospital, it's clear that something went horribly wrong with bloody bodies decorating the main lobby. After investigating the security monitors and seeing a figure kill 2 of the officers, Sebastian is mysteriously knocked unconscious and wakes up in what seems like Leatherface's lair. To make a long story short, the plot is complicated and exists only to provide the player with more disturbing environments to visit that are populated by enemies taken straight from your nightmares. Buried under all of the gore, guts, and monsters, there is a story, and it's actually pretty good, especially if you find all of the newspaper clippings and other collectibles which explain a lot of what happened prior to the start of the game. Sadly, most people will miss these, and by the end of the game will be left with far more questions than they started with. So why is this game on my list of 31 horror games for Halloween? Well, I think that's pretty obvious. It's as close as most of us will ever get to playing a Nightmare on Elm Street video game. And isn't that reason enough for it to be here? So thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, click that thumbs up button, or better yet, share it with your friends. And if you want to see more, click subscribe as well. As always, I like to know what you think of this video and the content I'm making, so feel free to leave a comment down below. Good or bad. Either way, I like knowing what you think. And that's it. Video is over. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.